Hey, it's breaking news time. Straight away into it with Teresa Corey.
Matty Hong just sent a big fish in Mallorca, but we don't have all the details on it because it's breaking news.
Stay tuned for social media and other types of platforms for more. Matty Hong is what I see as entertaining, cool, and also incredibly good looking.
And talented at filming.
Voila. In any case, we've got some big news and it's coming out of Norway. Last week, we reported that Pete Whittaker had completed the first ascent of his long-term project on the Jøssingfjord Wall in Norway. The previous 4 days, he has gone public about what he believes the grade of the route is. The route is 100 meters and is dominated by a hand crack throughout. Pete used 2 main considerations when grading: his past experiences on similar routes and the Darth Grader app. An app online which he put in the description of the route through describing it as boulders and rests. Through these 2 means, Pete came to the grade of 9A. So pretty big news in the trad climbing world, as there are only a handful of trad climbs at 9A or harder. So, as you seemed to like this feature last week, we are diving back into some internet comments as we present The Climbing Internet Reacts! Pete's best mate Tom was slightly confused by his choice of using the French grading system, preferring to go the revolutionary new O grade route, which we believe is under copyright, so we shouldn't really be talking about it, otherwise we might get cut. Anyway, UK climber and downhill runner Franco Cookson echoed the thoughts of thousands of UK climbing commenters. Asger Nielsen left a very sensible comment coming over Sauron with some one grade to rule them all chat. Jason Takes Pictures has some very strong friends and apparently had to tag trad 9A plus empath ascensionist Connor Herson in order to get him psyched for it. We're sure Connor follows Pete anyway, right Connor? John Plays Outside seemed to be a fan of the algorithm, or not. We can't quite tell. The laughing emoji, it threw us. Anyway, we like algorithms. And as always, we'll leave the final word to Adam, who offered up his congratulations. Knowing Adam, I can sense some disgruntlement about the shunning of the O grades, but of course I would never say that. So Pete's been very busy, hasn't he? He's done that in Norway and also he's been in?
Well, he's in Italy, in Valle dell'Arco, and he just sent the sit start of Green Spit, which is an iconic crack, single trad crack route. And yeah, I love the Tom Paul Randall's comment on his Instagram post of Trad Daddy. Now that's a move.
They really are bezies, aren't they?
Face emoji.
Instagram bezies, real life bezies. Doesn't get much better than that.
It's very successful relationship. But I don't think you've ever belayed me.
I don't believe I have.
Good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we've got some bouldering news from Switzerland. American climber Siarra Fabbri, whose day job is as an antimatter researcher at CERN, just sent Compass North, an 8B plus in Fione, Switzerland. Considering she started climbing 9 years ago, this is such an impressive ascent. On an interview on 8A.nu, Siarra highlights how important the cool conditions were to try and stick the crux move of this boulder. She describes the climb as, the crux of the boulder is super crimpy and really steep, and the entire line is quite long. 16 hand movements to jog before the easy top out. The boulder shares the start holds with the system, then goes on to a 50-degree board-like roof. She struggled on 3 moves at the bottom of the climb, which one of them is a big move on 2 small crimps and a cut loose. If you want to read the full description of the climb, check out the article. On the opposite side of the country, Janja Garnbret is on a trip in Magic Wood, and on Instagram we saw some clips of her doing some iconic classic boulders. The first tick list she published includes Jack's Broken Heart, an 8A/8A+, which she flashed, Foxy Lady, an 8A, and it's also the boulder in the video, Octopussy, another 8A, and Sofa Surfer, another 8A/8A+. Congratulations to Siarra, that's super impressive considering she's a true weekend warrior. And Janja in Magic Wood, just dropping sends.
I feel like we're getting into that season where like the temperatures are cooling in Europe, you can start going out bouldering.
Indeed. And the comp climbers are kind of done with most of the comps.
Yeah.
We'll see that also later on with Jessy Piltz, who's also outdoor climbing and sanding. So yeah, it's Rocktober. It is that time of year.
Rocktober, and it is also Rocktober in Cresciano, Switzerland. 8A.nu reports that Martin Keller, or @Swizzy Bouldering on Instagram, has made an epic ascent of the 8C Plus route Gateway in Cresciano, Switzerland. I say epic because Martin spent 150 sessions trying to crack this one. It's the first ascent since a hold on the crux was broken. The first ascent of the original route was done back in 2019 by Mr. Jimmy Webb. Martin is well known for his epic persistence when it comes to climbing boulders, having previously tried the classic Dreamtime for 18 years before finally climbing it. Martin is 45, by the way. There's still hope.
I really admire his patience.
Yeah, no, it's impressive, isn't it? Do you remember reporting on him a while ago when he did the Dreamtime in 18 years?
Yeah.
And now he's slowly getting it down, the time. Like,
well, 150 sessions.
Would have taken a couple of years.
I guess so.
He's
or
like
every
cutting
other
it
day in a
down.
year.
Like he's hitting his targets. He's probably hitting his targets. He's probably a numbers guy. He's just like, ticking them off. I can do this by the time I'm 50.
Oh.
He's a long-term ascensionist.
Probably, but I liked reading in that article that he went by train to Cresciano. So had some time to like do his work on the train and then turn up earlier in the morning.
Well, you can afford to do that when the trains are so good in Switzerland, right?
Not really. Now there has been like an accident in one of the main tunnel, and there's just delays and issues.
How long is the delay?
1 hour. The tunnel
That's
doesn't
unheard
work.
of.
I know. Insane, right?
The whole country's gonna fall apart.
I know. Poor infrastructure.
What's next?
Some sport climbing news from Spain. Anna Verhoeven has been spending some time in Rodejar, and it shows. Last week she was able to send a 9A route, twice in a day. She worked Cozy Siarra, a route located in the Piscinetta sector. It's a 50-meter long, overhanging line, and as she puts it, a dream route for me. For the first send, she waited for colder conditions, which came in at 5 o'clock. But since the days are starting to get shorter, regarding the light she mentioned, the light was dimmer than when I had worked the route, which made it more difficult for me to have a clear head when focusing on beta details. Nonetheless, she clipped the anchor. And then she had the idea of giving it a go with a head torch. So she waited until it was completely dark to put on her head torch. She secured the head torch with a string to her top, just in case she would knock it off. In her Instagram post, she described more human conditions, spiders coming out of the dark, and having to climb more slowly and controlled to make sure to hit the holds. She ends the post with, "And that crazy idea I had to climb a 50-meter 9A in the dark actually turned out to be possible."
So she climbed the route in the light.
Yes.
And then in the dark.
Yes. Extra challenges.
Maybe there's like a different grading system for that.
No.
What would it be called?
No, that's not.
Come on, you've got the O grades, the night grades.
I feel we should have a smash up of the words. No.
Oof. Yeah, I don't want to go. N-I.
But anyway, pretty cool ascent. And yeah, I guess, well, it worked out. She technically climbed 2 9As in a day.
Is it not the same route though?
Yeah, it's the same route.
But
then it's different.
Because it's dark.
Well, yeah, it makes a big difference.
Have you ever tried climbing a route in the dark?
It's actually usually more humid, so no, I've climbed when it's like almost too dark, you know, it was better to get a head torch.
Yeah.
But it was a good thing to read that she actually fastened the head torch, because you can knock it out sometimes. Or like if you hit the wall.
True. And then you're stuck up there without anything at all. You just got to take a big whipper into the dark.
Or you keep on climbing.
Or you just keep on climbing without seeing the holds. Yeah. I mean, they do it in the Paralympics. Why not?
Good point.
Yeah.
But then somebody else sees the holds.
True, they got a little thingy-bobby. Yeah. Anyway, we are moving from Spain and we're going over to the Himalaya. Sad news from the Himalaya as an avalanche has struck the mountain of Shishapangma, killing 2 climbers with also 2 missing. The Himalayan Times reports that American Anna Gutu and her climbing partner Migma Sherpa have died, whilst American Gina Marie and her guide Tenjin Larma Sherpa are missing. Tenjin Larma Sherpa was the guide for the recent expedition of Norwegian climber Kristina Harila, who summited all 14 8,000ers in record time and became the first woman to do so. Anna Gutu and Gina Marie were themselves in a race to be the first American woman to climb all 14 8,000 meter peaks. So sad news there from Himalaya. It's been a reasonably good season in terms of not having too many people die, but this was kind of the first big one of the season. So
hopefully the only one?
Hopefully the only one, yes. But a gentle reminder, not a gentle reminder, a harsh reminder that the nature of those mountains can be deadly at any time. Right, next up, we've got...
some more sport climbing news, actually.
Oh, right, I thought it was an Ami count.
Oh, next. Overall 2023 lead world champion Jessy Piltz is taking some time to climb out on rock. On an interview on 8a.nu, Jessy tells the outlet that on her first day outdoors, she managed to repeat Jakob Schubert's Kein Licht, kein Schatten, an 8C+ in Otzdal, Austria. She climbed this route in just 3 attempts. This route is a short and powerful route with some low percentage moves, and in 2016, Jakob graded it a 9A. But Alfons Dornauer, the second ascensionist, actually found some easier beta, so now it's considered to be an 8C+. A couple of days later, she was able to climb Garnbret, another 8C+, which only took her 4 attempts. Misha Pickle-Ruwatz and Steph both B later and commented on the ascent saying it was super impressive to see how easily she climbed through the hardest moves, seemingly not getting pumped at all. And she made it look easy.
Nice one. Jessy Piltz looking pretty strong at the moment. Performing well in competitions and climbing well outside.
Well, I also didn't realize that this year she won for the first time the overall lead title. I just assumed she did already by now.
Nice.
But yeah, it was quite a sweet Instagram post of like, oh, like dream come true after 10 years.
I've got a bone to pick with that story.
Why?
Because I've got an issue with routes where somebody says they found easier beta. People are going to come out and say like, yeah, whatever. And then they call it an 8C+. What if you just climb it the same way? Is it not still a 9A? Sure, that's just like a variation.
But then isn't also the point to like optimize the climb so well, and that happens that sometimes just somebody comes along and finds easier beta and it becomes an easier route. But I do think that when Jakob graded it, like he thought it was 9A because of that sequence, you know, like, and that made it that hard.
Yeah, I suppose so. But it just feels like if there's like 2 routes, if you like, it depends where the beta is, I suppose. But
like if it's a Crocs and it's like a whole boulder
it's like
grade
out
lower.
here and like only somebody with a long arm can do it.
Well, yeah, that makes a big difference. Like that's why on like guidebooks it's written like Morpho or something, because like if you can just reach.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I kind of feel like if you climb in a certain way, surely it should just be that grade. But yeah, maybe you're right with the optimization thing. But maybe if you are, then you just walk around to the top. That's pretty optimal. Maybe counter.
Well, Anna gets 1 point, or should we give her 2 points? Because technically she climbed it twice.
Give it 3.
But that's a bonus point then.
I'll give it 2.
So
yeah.
2 points, because she climbed it. It's still 2 routes.
Well, then you can't turn your nose up at my suggestion of doing a different grading system for nighttime. You're gonna give her 2 points. She got a 9A.
In light
and a 9A N.
Okay, fine. Day and night. Isn't there a song?
Day
and night.
Okay, get copyrighted, shush. Shop stuff! So,
if you can tell.
Look at this. Look at these. Climbing trousers at the moment up to 40% off. We understand, I should have said that afterwards. Anyway, we understand that climbing trousers are important at this time of the year because it's getting a little bit colder.
Yeah, and you have to kind of switch out of your shorts.
Yeah, so it's important to get a nice pair of climbing trousers, and we've got some great deals at the moment at the EpicTV shop, up to 40% off. Sorry, I have to do that.
These are really nice.
Deals. You like them?
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome color, but then looking for wild, yeah, there's some really comfy and great looking trousers, to be honest.
I like
even
these
for
ones.
women.
From Snap. They're very nice. Yeah, those are my pick. But yeah, we've got loads. There's Black Diamond Credo, there's Wild Country Session, there's Piranha Thingamajiggy, there's loads. And they're all at the EpicTV shop, up to 40% off. Some great deals we had. There might even be more than 40% off.
Ooh.
It might be 43.
But then check well the sizes.
Yeah, but just check, yeah, exactly. That is the shop stuff.
I don't know where to put these back.
You're welcome.
So I'll just keep them like that, I guess.
It suits you, the mustard.
It does?
Mustard yellow. I think that's your colour. You can hold on to them.
I can hold on to them?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, apparently I'm passing the news show like this.
Next up.
Well, we got some videos.
Janja.
Yes.
Janja?
Yes.
Take it away, go on.
Okay. We've got some videos coming out on the EpicTV Climbing Daily channel, which is this one that you're watching. And we have the second part of Ben Moon talking with Matt Groom about his life
and croissants.
Because you were at the start of this thing, do you almost wish that you'd been born 12, 15 years later so you could have taken advantage?
Flipping hell, no.
Do you think you would be able to keep up?
Well, I mean, it's like, would I have made it as a professional climber in today's sort of environment? You know, I don't know. I mean, it's tough now, isn't it? I mean, there's so many people climbing.
Yeah.
So many good climbers. I mean, how many people are fighting for like the semi-final places and all that?
Yeah, it's great. And we do a 9A roundup every week on the news show because we've had to do that because we started doing like talking about 9As and we realised every week there's 4 or 5. And that's insane.
4 or 5.
9As done by different athletes all around the world every week.
I was talking to my daughter about it the other day actually. I think she was asking about how many people had climbed 9A or something. And I was like, it's a good question. I mean, I have absolutely no idea, but it's probably quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon hundreds of people will climb 9A.
Great video.
Great
Beautifully
video.
shot.
Indeed. I wonder by who?
Who did it?
The man behind the camera.
The man who knows how to shoot. Mr. Flo.
Or Floppadoppa.
Floppadoppa. Next up, we've got comment of the week.
We do, you do.
I've got comment of the week.
You've got comments.
While I'm doing it, do you want to look for your own comment of the week, or you just can't be bothered?
I actually started with that yesterday, and then
what happens?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Okay, anyway, let's just do a little song.
Yes.
Comment of the week. That was pretty nice.
That was up to beat.
Right, mine is from The Meat Popsicle. Great name. It says, tinfoil application on the holds on a DWS route. That's a new one to me. What the hell are they referring to?
Misha described that he had to put tinfoil for the holds, I guess, to keep dry.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you put tinfoil on there?
Because at least the water doesn't enter. Or maybe it's to drain the water. Comment below if you know, basically.
That's bizarre.
Why?
Well, like tinfoil. I just hate tinfoil. It makes me like... Just even to mention it.
Some people also stuff, you know when you like dry the holes?
Just imagine like biting it.
I'm just gonna read out the first one.
Go then.
I didn't like read proof it though, so hopefully it's something interesting. It's from 3 hours ago. Adam agreed with the grade, but of course you used the opposite in the thumbnail that both him and Jakob discussed before the send. Yeah, that's called a clickbait. So you guys click on the video and watch it. But yeah, I mean we did.
Who made the cover, Teresa?
Does a joint cover, you guys?
All right, we'll go down together.
By the management.
The clickbait crew. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you like the most. Tell us what you like the least. Hopefully the chemistry between Teresa and I was better.
Because that was an issue.
Just don't bring up our history, all right?
Okay.
Bye.